No one else can do this but her.
She won't be able to handle it. The games destroyed her.
Let her see what the Capitol did to District 12.
When we first find Katniss, she's completely kind of stripped down to nothing. She was suffering from post-traumatic stress. In the second movie from the games, she was forced to go back, and then she wakes up in a district that she didn't even know existed. Her home is gone. So she has to completely rebuild herself.
I think he's good at, putting the front on. There's a moment in this film where you do see how emotionally affected he is by what's happened and what happened to his district, and it's one of the few times you kind of see him break, and he's quite vulnerable, and it's nice to see that part of Gale as well. He's very good at staying strong and supporting Katniss, and that's kind of his motive throughout these books is to support her and provide her with as much courage as he can. And towards the end, he kind of does some other stuff. Gets a little violent.
What are you insinuating? Oh, violence.
Violence. What did you think I was insinuating?
I don't know. What do you think that I thought you were insinuating?
I don't know.
Has this been an incredibly bonding experience for all the actors, especially you and Liam and Josh?
Absolutely. I mean, Josh and Liam genuinely are my best friends in the world. I mean, they're like my family. Our lives changed together. I remember Josh and I having a screaming panic attack when we started really talking about it, because it was before the movies came out. So it was before, I was just telling Josh the other day that when we went to Walmart, when we first met, we were playing in a creek, then we went to Walmart, and I remember Josh getting recognized from one of the Journey movies, or from, he's been acting since he was 10, and he got recognized, and I remember watching him and being like, because I had never seen that before. I had never seen somebody react, and I was like, oh, that's so weird. And then you came in and we were both screaming at the top of our lungs. And Julian was like, what's going on? And we were like, our lives are gonna change. I wouldn't have been able to go through this entire ordeal if it weren't for them. And I'm sure they feel the same way about me. I'm positive of it.
We do, we've been through a lot together. I would say it's stronger than love. Love is it's not even that strong compared to what we share.
It's also her taking her character to the max, because it's the same in the film, right? That triangle between the three, she can't live without either of them.
Only but I mean, the triangle is different. It's not a romantic triangle.
Of course, it's not at all.
And Josh and Liam love each other more than I think Gale and Peter love each other.
Yes.
In a non-romantic way also.
In a completely romantic way is what I mean.
Love him as a bro. That was a high five.
You just clapped into the microphone.
Wish he wasn't ill today, he
people
could have defended
so
himself.
Upset.
Sorry.
They're coming, Katniss. They're gonna kill everyone. You'll be dead by morning!
What do you most enjoy about those sets now? Because, the costumes are great, the settings are great. You kind of are transported into a different world when you're there, correct?
The sets were incredible. We some of the biggest, most intricate sets I've worked on. It was, we had outdoor sets that were built into, the sides of other buildings. And
the amount that we could get away with without using CGI was just incredible.
Yeah.
We had to use CGI for certain things like the hovercraft, but even the hovercraft,
was
a real hovercraft. Not a real hovercraft. Those don't exist, but a real thing that was on a huge cable, so that we could, you could genuinely see it landing. And one of our sets was so believable when we were in Berlin, and the neighborhood had voted to keep it, and then they saw our set and they thought that we were tearing the building down, and the entire neighborhood went up in arms. And we had to be like, it's fake. But I mean, looking at it, even people from the street thought we were really bombing a building.
Well, when we did the hospital scene too, we had fire everywhere, which was real fire everywhere, and it was incredibly hot
stuff.
And felt really dangerous.
Yes.
We were about 10 meters.
And I always have to get closer to the fire than anyone else. Everybody's always like, back up, nobody get any closer. Jen, come stand right over there. I won't go over there.